Coming to you live from Aero Aerospace in Emo, Ontario, Canada. It's Buffalo Buffalo. It's Buffalo, 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 yeah! Hello, everybody. How are we doing in Buffalo land, the world of Buffalo Buffalo? Hope everybody is buffaloing along great this week. I am Pake, the Game Master this week, joined, as always, by Daphne, Jeff, and Jerry. And we're here again, whether you like it or not.
I like
Whether
it.
Daphne likes it or not.
Yeah, that's the real question.
Oh, if only you knew. I still say we need the bad episode, Buffalo After Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Bad, yes.
Hi, Daphne.
Daphne has taken a vow of silence today.
I've been pushed to my limits.
We just started.
No, it's the pre-show that has done me in.
It was only 8 minutes of fun banter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
Fun?
plus whatever time it took before that to hit record.
Yes.
Fun
No, we had
banter.
It was fun.
I had a blast with it.
Yeah.
Sure you did.
It was very plosive.
If you know, you know.
And only the four of us know. So.
Yeah.
Let's totally reference things that happened off the air.
Right. Everybody loves that.
I just love to make people wonder.
Mm-hmm. Man.
I love that you started with, welcome everybody, because all I could picture in my head, even though it's not identical, was Zach from Dropout TV saying, come on everybody, and I'll give you a little clap, or give me a little clap,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
I don't have the clap to give you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of us have
Not
the
many
clap.
people request that,
Yeah.
but
Tommy Shrigley wants the clap.
he does.
Just a little, though.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a little clap goes a long way.
Ain't that true?
That is the official stance.
You're telling me.
And a little silence also goes a long way.
Too bad we'll never know what
Yeah.
that's like.
Never.
No, too bad I'll never know.
Yeah.
I can just edit some silence into it.
Really, Jeff?
I
Are
could.
you getting fancy with your editing?
I'm getting extremely fancy. I do like double axles while I edit.
Have you ever tried a quadruple axle?
I tried one once, but I impaled myself on my own keyboard.
Okay.
Ugh, yeah, you gotta watch out.
It's not
Jerry, only one person has ever landed a quadruple axle.
and it wasn't
Tanya
me.
Harding. Not Tanya Harding?
No,
No. Only one person has ever landed it.
it was
Tony
He
Hawk.
landed it a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago. And he is our current and reigning U.S. and world champion. And I will see
of course, Donald Rumsfeld.
him next week.
Donald Rumsfeld, the figure skater. Oh my God! I don't need that image in my head, please. Donald Rumsfeld in a sparky.
Pirouette and pose.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you haven't figured it out yet, the Pake, Jeff, and Jerry have been pushing me to my limits since we got on here to record.
Oh my gosh, we're
Everybody
just
to the
here
limit. Daphne is to the limit. Everybody, fuckahoogah gods.
We're just here to entertain, mostly ourselves.
Yeah, you are entertaining yourselves.
And
Real
that's
well.
that's what counts. That's what matters.
It doesn't matter.
If your greatest critic is yourself, then it's also. I think it's good if your greatest fan is also yourself.
Absolutely.
So it goes both ways.
So entertaining me isn't part of it.
Secondary, tertiary, really.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
First
That's
is
good to know
entertaining
going
myself.
forward.
Second is entertaining Pake and Jerry.
Mhm.
Third is you.
Wonderful. Great. I'll remember that when I get ready to send you.
Well, it's just
files,
like
Jeff.
it's just like a score kind of thing. Like it's a higher score to hit, so it's gonna come later.
Right.
Like, it takes more effort.
It takes more effort to make you to entertain you. So, yeah.
You're not helping your cause at all. Or your case at all. You're definitely not. You're going to have to work hard this episode to turn it around.
Speaking of turning around.
Ooh. And see, I know what he's going through right now. That's the old whiskey through the nose cough choke thing, and it fucking burns like hell. It's not fun. So I do feel for him right now.
I'm not sure I do.
It's not good.
Yeah, if you set off a spark near him, he'll explode.
Yeah. It's bad. So I get it.
Yeah, he'll be plosive.
Are we starting a drinking game for every time you say plosive now? Is that what we're doing?
I'm not the one who brought up the word.
Well, you kept doing it into your microphone.
Well, that's because I had it, like 3 inches from my face. Now it's about, about a foot away from my face.
Okay, that's probably better.
So
I'm back.
So we just keep stalling for time while Jeff goes through a life flashing before his eyes experience. He'll be back eventually.
That was fun.
See, Jeff, if you have an emergency, I can get in my truck and I'll be there in about 6 hours.
So that's what they call I got the vapors, because that's what that feels like.
6 hours? I thought you were 3 hours from Jeff.
Well, with San Francisco traffic, it's...
Yeah, but at this time... By the time you get up here...
Yeah, it'll be 5 in the morning. No, not that bad.
It'll take you about 4.5 hours this time.
I'm not that slow of a driver. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, especially with your new truck. Isn't she called Ginny?
My new truck is called Ginny.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
Gee, I wonder why.
It was named after the youngest Weasley sibling.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
Really?
No. Also red-haired. So
yes.
It was named for a very...
But a child, so maybe not. Well, unless you're going to after the movie series and book series are over, after the time jump after
whatever cursed child kind of time.
Yeah. Then we're
fine.
And then
we're fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it was named after a very wholesome, very loving character.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia Woolf.
Yes.
I
don't know. Is anybody here afraid of her?
No.
Okay, me neither.
No.
Well, Virginia Lambs may be afraid of Virginia Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, Jerry, Bonnie Wright, who played Ginny Weasley, is now 34.
Yeah, that's like the lower edge of my strike zone right there. So.
Which is, doesn't feel like it's okay. The fact that,
it will never
Emma
feel
Watson
okay.
and Daniel Radcliffe are,
in their
40.
30s. Yes.
Just the way time goes with people, younger actors that you're because even that Harry Potter's been so long, but I literally was watching an interview with Christian Convery from Invincible, because he does the voice of Oliver, and he still sounds very young in Invincible, but he's also known, because I covered the show on Strange Indeed, for Sweet Tooth, being Gus on Sweet Tooth, and he was doing some end of Invincible press. And somebody was interviewing him about his role as Oliver and some different stuff. And I swear to God, his voice made him sound like he was 38. And I was like, what has happened?
The same thing happened with Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
Where it's all of a sudden, he did 2 seasons of Stranger Things, then went on to do It, and came back and he was, talking like this and... the one that struck me recently was when I watched A Complete Unknown, which has Elle Fanning in it, who I remember from being a literal toddler,
Yeah.
Yes.
And playing Dakota Fanning's younger sister in a couple of things. And,
including Reality.
Well, yes, but I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that so it makes sense. Playing the younger version of Dakota's character in a couple of things. I think Taken, and definitely I Am Sam. But yeah, so it's I'm watching her, I'm like, No, you can't be. You're supposed to be like 5.
Yeah.
No.
Which is the same thing that I say to my nieces. I get mad at them because they're like...
That is rough. I mean...
One of them's driving now and going off to look at colleges and all this kind of thing. And I'm like, no, I'm supposed to be carrying you around. I'm supposed to be telling you, no, use your words.
Yeah, no. They grow up so fast.
She's like, I am for my thesis. It's like, fuck. Oh, no.
Use your words for your thesis. Oh, my God.
They grow up so fast. Yeah. My nieces now are 8 and almost 11, and I can't believe it because I swear they have just, like, pressed a speed button and they're fast-forwarding through years. And I'm not ready for it. Yeah. Like, before I know it, Lizzie's going to be 13, and I am just, like, not ready for it at all.
Yeah. It's nice that, for me, with 6 nieces and nephews divided between 2 brothers. The oldest is almost 17, and the youngest is 5. So it's like I still get to express. Yeah, I've just had toddlers around for the last 15 years, and it's nice. It's like, okay, the problem is this is the last one. So now, as he grows older, it's going to be like, and there's no one below you. There's no one coming next.
You're going to feel like you're the clingy child who won't leave him alone. Like, ah!
I'm going to be empty nesting.
Yep. I think the best age so far has been Rachel's 8, and I think 8, 9, between 7 and 9 actually is the most fun. Mm-hmm. Because they still love you and want to do things with you.
Yeah, I was watching my 8-year-old niece today, and she loved hanging out with me, but I had plans to go to the zoo, and she said, nah, let's sit and play Minecraft on the Switch instead all day. And I'm like, kids these days and their video games, man.
Pake.
I have a feeling it was the other way around. Uncle Pake, let's go to the zoo. No, I'm playing Minecraft.
I wish, but no, it was legit. I had great plans for it, and then kid logic. I mean, honestly, for an 8-year-old, she made a very solid argument. She's like, we had a really busy day yesterday, and we went bowling, and we did all this stuff, and I was on my feet all day, and my legs are really tired, and I don't want to go to the zoo to walk around even more for more hours, because then they're really going to hurt, and then tomorrow I won't be able to walk at all. I was like, I mean, that's sound logic. I don't,
logic. I think kid logic is it stands on its own.
Yeah.
I feel that way sometimes. You get busy and you're walking around, you go and hang out and you are walking and doing a bunch of things. Like when we were down in Galveston and we went to Moody Garden and we walked around a lot. There's a point you're just kind of thinking, I don't really want to go anywhere or do anything. Can we just chill?
Yep.
And that's okay.
Yep. I agree.
All right.
Pake?
I guess we can play a game.
I guess so. If we have to.
Yeah. All right. This one, and I think this one definitely is mostly in the wheelhouse of Jeff. He has the best chance, I think. But also I know that some of this is a little outside of his realm. It's a little connected, but outside of some of it. Anyway, I'm calling this game, It's Not Just a Phase, Dad. To where I've noticed really the past 6 months or so, especially, it's kind of been always, but really especially lately, I always grew up wondering, why does my dad always want to listen to his old music from, back, that he grew up with and he listened to when there's all this new music. And I still listen to a lot of music and stay kind of what's going on. But I found myself in the past 6 months, 85% of what I listen to is just emo and pop punk and metalcore from the early 2000s. And I'm like, oh, I get it. Now I know what it's like to be just hooked on an era of music that you grew up with. And that's your safety place. So with this, I'm going to test your knowledge of the Warped Tour scene, the scene music of roughly 2000 to 2014 kind of area, the Warped Tour zone.
The only Warped Tour I know of is in Star Trek.
And so how this is going to go is I will give you either the name of a song or the name of an artist, and then I will have a multiple choice A, B, or C choices for you to then match which one belongs to the other.
Okay.
There's not going to be stealing or anything. I'm just going to go in an order and have just one for each of you to go through. And some of them are easier, some of them are harder. So to make it very even, or I guess as fair as I can, with who gets what ones, I'm going to actually let you guys decide what order you're going to go in.
Okay.
Not that you know, but just so, the spray is completely kind of random as far as who gets which questions.
Hence the term spray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spray is...
I'll go first, Pake.
Okay. I'll go second.
It's going to be painful, so...
Do I have to go third?
No, you can go fourth.
I guess so.
I guess
yeah.
I'll go fourth.
Am I playing now, too?
No, we'll just skip third. Third is just quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
I can do that.
All right, so we'll start down here. I'll just make tally marks for who gets them correct. Yes. So, we'll start. Number 1. Again, some of these... Yeah, I didn't just go for, the easiest things. I was trying to give, an example, but I don't want to maybe spoil some of these bands and stuff that are on this list. I'm trying to think, what's one that's not on here. I don't know. Would be very well known. Anyway, we'll just start. Number 1. This Armistice is a song by A, The Receiving End of Sirens, B, Mayday Parade, C, Circa Survive. And anybody who is listening to this that happens to also dwell in this emo zone that I do is having a wonderful time this episode, I hope, with all of these bands and songs.
What is the song?
This Armistice. A, The Receiving End of Sirens, B, Mayday Parade, C, Circa Survive.
I have no idea, so I'm going to go with A.
A, The Receiving End of Sirens. And you would be correct.
Yeah. I have never heard of them.
Neither have I.
I've heard of Sleeping with Sirens.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a fishy taste to that.
Yeah.
Peg, this is really hard. This is going to be very hard.
Well, we'll see. If they're all that hard, I think we're all screwed.
No, it's going to be a lot of
There are some easier ones that are in here, but...
if you went no, that was an easy one, then it would be
right, no, that was it. Well, that's one of the harder ones that we're going to start with. Yeah. All right, number 2 for Jeff. My Darkest Hour is a song by A, Scary Kids Scaring Kids, B, The Irish Front, or C, All Time Low.
I believe that would be All Time Low.
And I believe you would be wrong.
Okay.
That is Scary Kids Scaring Kids.
Okay.
It is,
You've played that one for me before.
Yeah,
I remember Scary Kids.
Such a great name. There's so many great band names in this era of stuff. I love it.
No, that's not one I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with the band Darkest Hour, but not...
Yeah.
Again, you're not giving points for me being familiar with something similar.
Right. Uh-huh. All right, number 3 for Jerry. A Static Lullaby is the band. They did a cover of the song. A, Toxic, B, Grenade, or C, The Boys of Summer. You are correct. That's 3 A's in a row, by the way. Does that mean something? Who knows? No.
And Jerry, were you guessing?
Have you've heard of Static Lullaby's Toxic?
Well, I've heard many covers of Toxic.
Theirs is good. It's very good. The Boys of Summer also that's thrown on there. That's the Ataris, and I actually like that better.
That is a great
I like that version better.
I like the Atari. Yes.
So you have to answer this question: is there a band called the Nintendos?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that I'm aware
I don't
of.
think so.
Could be. All right, back to Daphne, number 4. The Academy is the artist behind the song A, Down and Out, B, Count 'em 1, 2, 3, or C, Practice Makes Perfect?
Well, I just gotta think, because I know It's William Beckett! Oh, fudge. I'm going to be in trouble if I don't get it.
With William Beckett.
Mm-hmm. No! I'm going to show up and be so mad at you.
What are the choices for a song?
A, Down and Out. B, Count 'em 1, 2, 3. C, Practice Makes Perfect.
I don't know. I'm going to go with C.
That is incorrect. It is the fourth A in a row that is Down and Out by the Academy is.
I knew who the lead singer was, at least. I mean, I've heard of the Academy is.
Yeah, honestly, I think this is more in, not Daphne's wheelhouse, but like she has a better chance just because the amount of music that you've shared with her. I was never into the emo and scene.
Yeah.
He doesn't just share emo.
No,
in fact, he hardly ever shares.
But he's talking now about scene music and that kind of thing. I'm just saying, like, I was very much into, at this time, early 2000s, I was very into nu metal.
Yeah.
So a lot of, obviously System of a Down, other artists like Edema and Saliva, and
Saliva, click, click, boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those kinds of. Papa Roach was one of my favorites. Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, so Jeff, you are next.
Yes.
Number 5. The song Godspeed is performed by A, Circa Survive, B, Metro Station, or C, Anne Boleyn.
I'm going to say Metro Station for no real reason.
Godspeed is a song by the band Anne Boleyn.
I know Anne Boleyn, I just don't know that song.
I knew that one.
And again, Daphne was sitting here going, I know this one.
No, for my own. Like, I know it because of me.
Okay. Well, whatever it is, whether it's you or Pake.
It's wonderful to know something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad you didn't get that one.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You're going to have to wake Jerry up. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. Jerry's next here, number 6. As I Lay Dying. Performed the song A, All Over You, B, Confined, or C, A Love Like War.
A Love Like War.
The answer is B, Confined.
Damn it.
Another one that Daphne knew.
That's very surprising to me. Daphne, I would not expect Daphne to know anything about As I Lay Dying.
Daphne was practically ploding.
Yes.
Why do you think I've never heard that song, but I've heard of As I Lay Dying. Like, I've never heard the song, but I know that they have a song.
I know that they have a song, too. I believe they have more than one.
They've got several.
No, you have to remember, Chris also has music that he listens to that I may know of things because Chris listens to it.
Yeah, as I understand it, Daphne, most bands have songs.
Most of them.
Yeah, Tim Lambesis of As I Lay Dying has lots of songs and felonies. So, you know.
That's the name of his next album, Lots of Songs and Felonies.
Right.
Peg, you have a lot of what I feel like a lot of them are really, like, obscure. These aren't
It's kind of the point. A little bit.
To give us all a 50-50 shot at every single one of these?
Yeah. 50-50. Either get it or you don't.
Exactly. See, you're learning.
Yeah. All right. That was Jerry, right? Okay. So after those rounds there, so Daphne and Jerry with 1, Jeff still with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get to number 7, back to Daphne.
Nothing.
Oh, God.
Which is Children of Divorce. Is a song by A, Dead Poetic, B, Johnny Craig, or C, Hawthorne Heights.
Not one I know. I'm going to go Johnny Craig.
And you would be correct. There's another person who's not great. The There's a lot of problematic people in the scene, but, you know, that's kind of how it goes.
Was Falling in Reverse during this time, too?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So they all got together and became evil. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Number 8 for Jeff here. Brick by Boring Brick is performed by A, Paramore, B, Alexis on Fire, or C, The Wonder Years.
I think I'm familiar with the song.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
I'm pretty sure that it's one of the first two, but I'm going to go with Paramore.
That is the correct answer. Good job.
Yay.
Jeff's on the board.
Yay.
Now, Haley Williams won't
I do like Paramore. So. They're very good.
Number 9. Back to Jerry. Forever the Sickest Kids is known for the song A, Duality, B, X's and O's, or C, Bipolar Baby.
What was the first one again?
Duality is A. B is X's and O's. C, Bipolar Baby. The band is Forever the Sickest Kids.
Bipolar Baby.
That is correct.
That was my guess, too.
Because X's, the only one I know by X that does X's and O's is Elle King.
Elle King.
Yeah. Atreyu as well.
Oh,
has a song called X's and O's.
And Duality is, I can't even think. Is it Slipknot?
Slipknot does have Duality. It is also a Bayside song.
Okay.
I have to go check this out. It seems they had a song on Punk Goes Crunk. They covered Men in Black.
Interesting. Daphne's using the internet while doing this game. That's not suspicious.
Looking up possible answers for later.
No,
that's definitely not cheating at all.
I was not. I was just looking it up. It's not my question.
She's just doing some research on all the songs that every one of these bands could have done in case they come up later. No.
I was curious.
About what bands could possibly be on this.
No. I can't cram that fast. This isn't any like trivia where I can I know the topic and I can cram for 5 minutes. I don't have time to cram.
All right, number 10, back to Daphne. Yeah, this is perfect. It's kind of Daphne coded, at least the name of the band. The band The Maine, spelled of course M-A-I-N-E.
Oh yeah,
The Maine.
I've heard of that.
I remember The Maine.
They performed the song. They performed the song A, Young and Aspiring, B, The Way We Talk, or C, Cute Without the E, cut from the team.
C.
Cute Without the E. That is a Taking Back Sunday
That's who
song.
it was, yeah.
Great song. Wonderful.
Okay.
I was trying to think. I'm trying to remember who that was because it sounds like a Fall Out Boy title.
Yeah. Yeah, no, The Maine is The Way We Talk.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't listen to The Maine. Why would I not like them?
Because you live in Vermont.
Oh, that makes sense.
No.
Yeah.
I don't live in Vermont.
I don't know. You know, I don't think it's ever come up where Daphne lives.
I don't think she's never mentioned it.
I don't think I even know what state she lives in. Is it, based on the accent, I'm going to say Georgia.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With all those lobsters in Georgia?
You did so much to get better, and you've put it all the way back.
Oh, good. I was worried that I had left all that behind. Now I'm good. I'm glad that I'm back up to speed again.
Yeah. You got back up to 0. You're not in the negatives anymore.
Right.
Congrats, Jeff. All right, Jeff, number 11. The song "Dressed for Friend Requests" was by the band A, Hello Goodbye, B, Drop Dead Gorgeous, or C, Kill Switch Engage.
Hello Goodbye is a song by the Beatles. Do I get any points for that?
It's also a band.
Okay.
I've heard of all of those bands.
What was the second one?
Drop Dead Gorgeous.
That does not sound like a Kill Switch Engage title. I am going to go with Hello Goodbye.
Should have gone with Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yeah. But I was right. That is it does not sound like at least Kill Switch.
It's definitely not a Kill Switch song. If you know Kill Switch, yeah.
No, I mean, it's possible, that there's songs that, the title definitely does not let you in on what it's, what it sounds like, or even artists. Like, Texas in July sounds like they're, folk country kind of band, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But instead they just hit you with more breakdowns than Texas's Power Grid. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Number 12, back to Jerry. Here you go. Here's a band you should hopefully be familiar with. My Chemical Romance. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, let's go off to the top of my live from. I picked Aerospace in Emo, Ontario, because one of the members of My Chemical Romance is Frank Iero. And I was like, that's perfect. How did that work out that they have that? Anyway, My Chemical Romance is the band behind the song. A, there's no I in team. B, vampires will never hurt you. Or C, everything is all right.
I don't know My Chemical Romance that well. But everything is all right.
No, they say I'm not okay. Everything would not be all right. That's a Motion City soundtrack song, which is incredible. But yeah, no, Vampires Will Never Hurt You is My Chemical Romance off their first album before 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. That's like a throwback. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how hard these were going to be, but I had a feeling these would be really tricky. But I was like,
I've heard of the
where's
band,
Jeff's realm exactly?
I'm really glad I'm going to Gritty's tomorrow night because the music round is my jam. Like, that's my favorite part of trivia. And
now.
Need to go and feel like I know something.
When I do trivia, the music round is always our team's absolute worst round because it's almost all like post-2000s pop music. And we're like, can you please put on the like 70s singer-songwriter kind of,
And Jeff, you would really enjoy Gritty's because Rob picks music from the 70s and 80s and 90s.
We do sometimes. And we usually do pretty well in those rounds. But yeah, it's a lot of post-2000s R&B and pop.
All right, number 13, back to Daphne.
Oh, 13.
You got 13, perfect.
I'm glad.
I've got a feeling, and not by the Black Eyed Peas.
It's by the
Beatles. Is a song also by the band A, Hit the Lights, B, Taking Back Sunday, or C, Sing It Loud.
Sing It Out Loud?
There's no out in that band name. No, but it's Sing It Loud. But yes, you are correct. That is who that is.
Oh, that's good, because I had no clue.
Yeah.
I'm basically going A, B, C.
Just kind of jump around and see. All right, Jeff, next one. Reliant K.
Mm-hmm.
Wrote the song A, Tree Village, B, Space, or C, Must Have Done Something Right.
I'm going to go with Must Have Done Something Right.
That is correct.
It is.
Must have done something right.
I knew that one!
The opening line of that song is right. We should get jerseys because we make a good team. It's so
right,
cheesy, and it's a great one.
And I knew Reliant K, and I just couldn't remember. It was like, I know one song by them, and I don't remember what it's called, but I hope it's that one.
It is, I think. It's the only one I know. I think Pake is enjoying reliving his youth.
Yes, but I do it like I said, 85% of the music I'm listening right now is this. Like, I'm just living in it. All right, Jerry is next here. Armor for Sleep.
Oh my god. This is ranking up there maybe with Jerry's game that we never want to hear again.
Armor for Sleep would be the band that plays the song A, Alive with the Glory of Love, B, Dream to Make Believe, or C, Best Beating Heart.
Best Beating Heart.
I'm so sorry. The answer is B, Dream to Make Believe is Armor for Sleep. Saw them
never
last
heard
year.
of that band.
Me neither.
Saw them last year playing with Finch and Bayside. It was a great show.
So, Pake, when this is done, will you make a playlist with all of these songs on
I
it
could.
so we can
I
all
could.
listen to it and understand what we don't know?
Sure. All right. Daphne. I was wondering who was going to wind up with this one. All right.
That makes
Fallout
me
Boy.
feel so...
Fallout Boy obviously wrote the song. A. Roll Up. B. Daylight Slaving. Or C. Dead on Arrival.
Dead on Arrival.
That is correct.
One of their biggest songs.
That's the album. Take This to Your Grave has been on repeat the most for me right now. It's just like, man, Chicago So 2 years ago, and Saturday, and Grand Theft Autumn. What just an incredible album.
I don't think I've heard more than one song off that album.
It's so good. I'd say it's their first album, but technically they put out another one before that, but you can't really find it. It's not on Spotify, I don't think. It might be now. They've thrown it back, but it was archived for a long time, so technically Take This to Your Grave would have been like their first like commercial album.
Look, I learned of them because of Sugar We're Going Down, like most other people.
And Dead on Arrival was on the album before that album.
Yeah. Did they spell it funny?
No.
Because they do tend to do things.
I'm a big fan of From Under the Cork Tree.
From Under the Cork Tree and
Infinity
on High.
Because that's
both those albums, they like to do the long,
exactly. I'm like a lawyer the way I get you off, me and you. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Daphne's pulling away with 4 to Jeff and Jerry's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff and Jerry still have this. So let's see. Jeff is next. Every Time I Die is the band that performed the song A, Bored Stiff, B, My Love, or C, Hang 'em High.
I'm going with Bored Stiff.
That would be a good thing to go with. That would be the correct answer. I need a new marker for my whiteboard because this one is Dunsky's. All right. So 3 there. So Jerry. Next.
How many do we have, by the way?
I've got 21. So Jerry will go here and then one more round.
Okay.
So if Daphne gets hers right, she clinches.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So Jerry, number 18 here. Rise Against.
Good band.
Wrote the anthem. A, Cemetery Drive. B, Give It All. Or C, Last Friday Night.
Cemetery Drive.
That is actually My Chemical Romance that you came across earlier. Give It All. I give it all.
Yeah, because Last
Friday Night is Katy Perry.
Yes.
That was one I knew.
I'm like, I know that doesn't connect.
Or if you play the Simlish version, was it Artie Zeeble Dupe or something like that?
Right. I loved the Sims versions. Is it Sims 2 or 3? Whichever one back in the day. Speaking of Paramore, because Pressure by Paramore was on there. It's
just so you know,
I think it was an MXPX song on one of those too.
I believe that you can play The Sims or download The Sims for free right now on the creator website because there's some special anniversary, I think 25th anniversary. Yeah. So they're like letting you download a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of cool. I haven't done it because I don't want to go back to the early days of Sims. I think the third one was the best. The second one was pretty good too, but I like the third one. I've really not played the fourth one, but I don't really want to. I know if I download it, I will never get anything done ever again. So
I have the fourth one, and I have to I get the itch to do it, and then I'm like, no, because if I do, then there goes a week and a half straight all night, every night. That's all I'm doing. I can't.
Exactly.
Yep. All right, final round. So Daphne, you definitely clinch the win for sure, no tie. If you can get this one, number 19, Escape the Fate. Wrote the song A, Love Like Woe, B, The Birds and the Bees, or C, The Webs We Weave.
The webs we weave.
You are entirely correct. You got it. Clenching it.
Yes!
But,
so let's finish it out.
Win. But let's finish it out for fun. Jeff, your final one. Woe is Me.
Mm-hmm.
Is the band that wrote the song A, Fame is Greater Than Demise, B, Andrea, or C, Holiday.
I want to say it was Andrea.
Is not. It was the first in A, Fame is Greater Than Demise, was Woe is Me. Metalcore band. It's kind of like...
I've heard of them, and again, it's like I know one song by them, and I don't remember what it was.
Again, with a vocalist who is... not great person and has done bad things. Because again, I love the music, but man, for some reason, there's two other bands that are going to top every single one in here by troublesome lead singer. One which I will not even mention. No, and they're not included in
the
this.
The other one is Blood on the Dance Floor.
Yeah, and the other one definitely.
Yeah, the other one is just like no, we don't talk about them. They're Bruno.
Yeah.
Which I've always felt terrible for the bandmates, because it's like that whole era of their lives
they're just tied to that forever. Yeah. All right, last one for Jerry. Let's see how it goes. Fear Before the March of Flames is the band that wrote the song A, On the Bright Side, She Could Choke. B, Two Birds Stoned at Once. Or C, Miss Murder.
I know which one.
Miss Murder.
One it isn't.
That is AFI.
AFI.
Damn it.
Hey, Miss Murder, can I?
Two Birds Stoned at Once would be Chiodos. And then the answer, On the Bright Side, She Could Choke, is Fear Before the March of Flames.
I've heard of Chiodos.
I've heard of both Chiodos and obviously AFI.
As of last night.
As of last
I
night.
actually saw AFI in concert opening for Green Day.
Nice. I still haven't seen them, but I would love to, because Davey is awesome.
Yeah. Wasn't Chiodos like the Mexican dish? No?
No, Jerry, no.
That's chayotes. Excuse me.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was trying to think. It was like they were always called Cheetos because it was funny, whatever. But of course, Chiodos was the where the band name came from. It was a nod to the Chiodos brothers, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But yeah,
a movie that we should be covering.
It is
on
Run
for Your Lives.
So, but I think with that, Daphne has won, and she is the honorary emo of Buffalo.
She is the scene queen.
Yeah, scene queen. I love it.
Yeah, I don't think that I could beat Pake in a contest like against him.
No, probably not.
Because there's no way.
All I listen to, like I said, it's just now that I've hit my getting to mid 30s.
Oh my God!
It's like
mid-30s.
It's just like I know I'm ancient. Sorry guys. But no, it's like I finally reverting back to that. I was like, I have my musical happy place, and I'm just gonna. It's not a phase, and I will listen to my emo music until the day I die. Yeah, but
I would kill to be in my mid 30s again.
Who would you kill?
Yeah.
Like somebody specific, or is it just like a body count that you have to hit?
Well, I have a set of people that I wouldn't mind, but that's
that's confidential.
Yeah, it's confidential. Yeah. See, the whole thing is, you can think it all you want, but execution is a little troublesome. So
I still I feel like emotionally and mentally, I'm like 35. Mm-hmm. Of course, that's not how old I am, but that's how I feel. Mm-hmm. I think my spirit feels that way.
Yeah, and you told us we're 12 the last time?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make a little 21 song playlist of the correct answers of each of these.
That would be great.
Maybe I'll even post it on Facebook or something after this episode comes out, in case people are curious.
I bet Levi would be curious.
I think it's great. I think it's great to, just kind of listen to, especially in the era of streaming, it's like there's no excuse not to familiarize yourself with a lot of different types of music to just say, and I mean, obviously you find your type of music that you love the most, and you can return to that as much as you want. But it's good to extend yourself and to listen to things that you wouldn't normally listen to, because it doesn't cost anything extra, to listen to 5 or 10 minutes of some band that you've heard people talk about, but,
Yeah.
Oh, did you say minutes?
To listen to a song.
I was thinking
yes,
2 to 3 hours, maybe, in the middle of the night. Listening to various artists.
That too, yeah, sure.
That you've never heard. Okay. Because that's fun, too.
But yeah, so thank you for playing my game.
Yes, and next week, I'll be bringing the game.
Well, of course. Or sometimes it'll seem like sooner than that, but, weeks pass by fast.
They do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. The years start rolling, they don't stop rolling.
The years start coming and they don't stop coming.
The years start, rolling, coming.
You keep on rolling, baby.
Yeah.
Well, if you like what you've heard, you can find us at buffalobufalopodcast.com, on Facebook and Instagram at Buffalo Podcast. It's been fun, guys. You did not make it easy for me.
Yeah, or mushrooms.
It's been so mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know it's all about the mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
Until next time.
I'm not a fucking K. It's Buffalo, 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 yeah!
Bye, son.